Yeah, because I think we all come to a point in our life when we kind of feel like that, and we're kind of conflicted internally, and it's kind of like, well, what am I gonna do now? But I knew that working thing, it was never gonna be for me. I didn't know what I wanted to do, what I was gonna do, but I was like, bro, you're miserable every day. Every day, you're miserable every day. Figure something out, bro. Because once you give it up and say, hey, oh, you're gonna figure it out real quick. Because the type of person I am, I'm not just going to roll over. I'm not going to sit down and just be broke. It's not me.
Oh,
I'm not the type. So,
absolutely not.
you know,
We don't
but
have time for that. We don't do that over here.
not at all.
We're way
Not
too
at all.
talented, way too intelligent. We have way too much to offer. And this is why I also encourage people to tell their story, because the thing about it is everyone has one. Everyone has a story. I'm not saying that everybody needs to write a book, although that is a better way. I won't say it's better. It's a good way to go. And it is not as difficult as people assume it is, or I feel like a lot of people get intimidated by the idea, and it's really not. It's your story. Nobody could tell you how to write it. Nobody could tell you what to say, because it's your story. Nobody else has that story but you. And I remember coming across someone a couple months ago who told me that she had just been scrolling through Instagram, and she just happened to see a picture of my cover, of my book cover. And she said, oh, Spirit said, this is the book you've been waiting for. This is the book that you need to get, you need to read so that you can unlock and get to the next level of what you're supposed to do.
I bet the title didn't hurt.
Wake up call, right? And so as she's talking to me, and I asked her, I was like, what is it that you want to do? What have you been holding off on? And she explained what she was into and what she had a passion for. And it brought tears to my eyes, because in that moment I said to myself, and the thing is, I wrote it in the book. So I wasn't even surprised, but just kind of hearing it back in real time brought tears to my eyes when I thought to myself, I said, wow, imagine if I was in my head so much so that I never finished this book. Or imagine if I was in my head so much so that I did not feel like anyone would find it valuable. So I never put it out there. I never took that risk of, people know me or don't know me or whatever, who's really going to read this. If I let all of those negative thoughts get in my head and I never put it out in this moment with this woman, with this other goddess that I'm talking to, she would have missed out on the very piece of literature that the universe was waiting on me to put out so that they could use it to push her through her purpose. So when I tell people, how dare you withhold your story because of your own ego or because of your own insecurities or because of your own emotions? Oh, I don't know. Nobody's going to read it. Nobody's going to buy my product. Nobody's going to pay attention to my business. Nobody's really going to show up for me. Get out of your own way, because who are you to block somebody else's blessing?